Welcome back to Can I Vibe with y'all, where the
back.
vibes are immaculate every time we hop up in here.
Every time.
Every time. If it's your first time watching, it's your boy Kaz. You can follow the IG, CAZ_0.
And again, it's your boy Chris. You can follow me on IG at Mathis023.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And as I was saying, we got the streets in here.
Yes,
sir.
They said we try to be wholesome this year, but we gonna ask the streets today. So go ahead, introduce yourselves one time.
What's up, people? I am Brandon, host of Let's Ask the Streets on Instagram. Thank y'all for having us. Appreciate it. Looking forward to this convo.
So we haven't done many collabs. We're gonna treat this as a collab.
Oh, that's what's up. Okay, cool.
We excited for it because we all South Florida. We experience a lot of the same things.
Of course.
We've seen your content. So
Yeah.
we've come across the same people, I'm sure.
The Ratchets.
A lot of the streets.
The ratchets. So I'm gonna start this episode with a question for everybody.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to answer first, what would the streets say about you?
Oh.
Let me see you going first.
Damn, that's
You going
crazy.
first.
You gonna push it to
Alright.
it?
What do the streets talk about you? What I want to hear it too.
Yeah.
I feel like the streets are, it's a phase to be in, but it's not a place to create your history in a way. I feel like the streets could say that I'm good, but not much more than that because they don't know me like that.
Okay. So don't stay in the streets.
Don't stay in the streets.
Just dabble in it.
Dabble and skedaddle.
Okay.
Say you belong to the streets, but the streets belong to me. It's like home to me. That's what they'll say about me.
That's what they were
Nah,
saying.
I'm playing.
No, he's not playing. That's
The
where you
polar
belong.
opposite.
Streets
The
belong
polar
to you.
opposites.
The streets belong to me, man. No. I used to be in the streets a lot back in the day. Right now, I am not in the streets, focused on work. But the streets probably miss me. The streets probably miss me. You know, we it's like an ex-wife. Streets like an ex-wife. Like you love her, but you can't. You can't be in there too much.
can't mess with that too
Time to
much.
move on, but you visit every now and then. You got to say what's up. You know.
You know what? I had the same answer. I would say I'm currently not in the streets. You know, I'm sure you can confirm that.
That's
you know,
cap.
my partners can confirm
Cappuccino.
that.
That's cap.
However,
Why you capping right now?
sometimes I
few
miss the
inside, a few
streets,
out.
and I know the streets miss me because I was raising hell in the streets. But I'm gonna be back. It's just a little hiatus right now. You know, we focus on work, focus on the growth.
Who you
sir.
lying to?
But come on now,
Okay.
come on.
Okay.
This is gonna be for the record. We record a little bit ahead of schedule, so maybe by the time we drop this episode, I'm gonna be back on the street. So
When that cup down,
they're gonna be like, he capped it.
It's a weekly reset.
Weekly, nah, come on now. I'm 3
That's
weeks
what it
over.
sound like.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
I'm
counting.
3 days
And
sober.
counting.
3 days. 3 days. We was in the streets what day? Like Saturday?
Saturday.
Okay,
Saturday.
that's growth.
We there.
Oh, you made it sound like you haven't been in the streets for like mad long. You said 3
Okay, hold on, hold on.
days.
Wait. In the physical streets,
That's
I'll
why
be
I said
there.
the polar opposites.
Am I in the physical streets? Always. I'm in the streets recording and then partying. I was in the streets Saturday. We were partying Saturday.
No. We talking about thotting and bopping.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what we talking about.
Okay,
You was in the
no.
streets
I was
It's been 3
physically in the
days.
streets. Yes.
Oh,
I was there, but I wasn't thotting and bopping
Talking
for a while.
physically, I was in the streets today.
Exactly. No, thotting and bopping. It's been a while. Ex-wife. It's old thing.
When you go to Target, you in the
Don't
streets.
talk about that. Don't talk about that.
You're
Don't
not
talk
taking
about
a break.
Don't
You
talk
know
about
that,
Don't
right?
talk about that.
Okay.
Well, I wanna hear it.
Target is the happiest place
See.
on earth.
How
Right.
so?
Target got some
Wait, for who?
baddies.
For men or women?
Target got baddies.
Hey.
For both.
I'm gonna find my wife. at
Yeah, we
Target.
know for
For
men.
both.
Happy wife, happy life, right?
No.
Therefore,
No, here we go. We about to fight already.
So
For,
that's
for,
it.
for
Start out.
women,
It
they're
started.
getting their shopping done. They're getting everything they need all in one place.
you get
And for
Starbucks.
us, we get to see Starbucks. For us, we see our beautiful queens.
Some responsible women in Target. Wifeys be in Target.
Yes, not the ex-wives.
Thotties be at Whole Foods.
Whole Foods, that's an interesting choice.
Hot take.
Hot take. Hot take.
I think sugar mamas go to Whole Foods.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Fine.
That is
Yeah.
true.
They're looking
hella
for like
expensive.
a
I mean, I like sugar
specific
mamas.
type of cheese or something.
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
They're like,
You say,
I love sugar mamas.
por qué? Why?
What you mean, why?
I don't love sugar mamas.
You know, girls love getting their bills paid, right?
Yeah.
Men need love too.
No. In
there
a
we
different
go.
way. No.
There
come
we
on.
go. Approved.
What in the blue pillory? is
Don't
this?
even look at me like
Exactly.
that because you be getting your groceries paid for. So
One time.
we're not even gonna start
One
with you,
time. That was like a year ago.
bro. Had
That was
just
It
a
moved.
felt
year
good
ago.
though. It
Bro
felt
had
good,
just moved
right?
there. It was his first shopping trip in the new place. Gets the groceries paid for.
Shorty paid it out.
Yeah, she did.
How much was the bill, sir?
128.
You already know.
It was like a surprise. She was just like, I'm gonna pay for his stuff too.
Oh, a random.
And yeah, I was on my phone and I'm like, wait, what? She's like, yeah, I'm gonna pay for your stuff too.
A random person.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, I would take that too. That's nice.
Yeah, it's a compliment.
It's a kind gesture.
She wasn't that cute. Oh, so I didn't really do
That's
too
crazy.
much.
She watching this right now. That's disrespectful.
She don't remember me.
She do. No, she know you.
She probably telling her girls that one dude.
It was just something about him.
I pay his groceries.
I finally shot my shot at a man. And now I
And
regret
he did
it.
nothing.
See? She's like, that's why I don't approach men. That's why I
Now
don't.
he's saying I'm busted. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with you. What would you say is the main difference between girls' night out and guys' night out?
So a nice night out takes a whole lot of money, right?
Okay.
Right. You go out, you get a table, you spend a whole lot of guap. A girl's night out involves just looking pretty and getting stuff, unfortunately. For you guys. For me, it's great. For you guys, that's a
is
big
true.
difference.
Yeah. That is true.
I'll say that's
To an
the main
extent.
one.
To an extent.
I've heard you say that.
Unless you're like him and you're getting your groceries paid, right?
Yeah.
$130.
I mean, I've actually had my drinks paid for when I went out too. I don't.
How is he doing all this?
You need
Yeah?
to write a book.
Yeah, for real. I'm
All
not-
right.
You've had it done too. Why you
Don't
acting
throw me in
brand
this.
new?
Don't
What?
throw me in this. Don't throw me in this.
Really?
Okay, look,
I'm not
talking
in the
about
streets
that.
no more. That's my past.
Is that an actual experience guys go through?
No, not a lot of guys.
Not
no.
usually.
No.
What, like getting drinks paid for?
Yeah.
It's not common.
No.
Not common at all. It's happened. Definitely. I remember when it happens. Appreciate those ladies. I love y'all.
I took.
Do you even talk to them
put down
afterwards?
The date.
It depends.
Like, what do you mean
I feel like I don't-
afterwards? Like after she buys the drink or after that night?
Because typically she buys a drink to engage you or to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't find any interest or excitement out of a woman buying me a drink at all. It's almost a turn off, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I don't even want to.
Wait, why?
Why, do you get it too often?
No, man. I'm not like these. No, you two seem like y'all getting your rent paid. No.
Nice.
No, probably like twice or three times in my life, a woman had to like, hey, I'm whatever, Keisha, and buy me a drink. And I'm done. I'm not even, thank you for the drink, and that's it. No more combo after that. I don't like it, man. I would much rather buy the drink.
But
Okay.
why? That's very
are those-
rare. That
are
puts you in
those
a
women-
different category.
Are those women that approach you and buy you a drink ever attractive?
Some actually, yeah.
Okay, he said no. You said yeah. All right.
Wait,
Damn, you got
for,
it like
for
that.
me? Are you talking about for
It might be a
yourself?
6.
I mean, they're not women I would pursue.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, you talking about
After
for
that.
you?
I'm saying me personally.
Yeah, he's talking about for himself.
Oh, but you're a woman or attracted to approach you and buy you a
Yeah.
drink.
At majority of the time, no.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think majority.
But I'm,
sure
a,
there's
I'm a
women
little
that might be.
bougie, so maybe it's my fault.
I'm picky too, but I couldn't do it.
Do you-
Sorry?
Do you think it comes out of a place of like you don't want her to pay for your drink, or is it just because they're not attractive?
Because I feel like attractive women have an excess of men buying them drinks. Why? She gets to choose the guy. A woman that's choosing the guy, picking who she wants to talk to, I feel like wouldn't be as attractive typically as the other one. She can sit back and have all the men come buy her a drink. And the other grandma is like, oh, I like that young man. Let me go buy him a drink. I feel like that.
Why they gotta be
She's
grandmas,
never a
bro? That's
baddie. She's
crazy.
never a 10. No 10 ever has ever bought a man a drink.
Yeah, that hasn't happened.
But what if
No,
she doesn't
ever.
find any of those men attractive that's buying her a drink?
The grandma or the 10?
I'm talking about the 10, the girl, right?
Yeah,
all these men are buying her drinks, but
Yes.
she doesn't find any of them attractive. It's kind of pointless. But she sees you across the bar, she might send you a drink.
I haven't seen a 10.
What girl
Never.
really wants attention from a guy she doesn't want?
None. No, I agree. None do. But I still think the 10 would still rather give the guy a look and have the guy approach her than go up to him and buy a drink.
On a side note, if they were equally attractive, would it be a turn off for you if she were to come up to you and ask to get you something?
I don't want any woman to approach me. Just give me the look. Give me the buy
if
me
she
a
was,
drink
if
look.
she
No.
was equally
I'll take it out.
attractive,
Bring it my way. I got you.
I'll buy the drink, talk, but I'm not going to go. There's no chance I want the number, nothing.
See, it's very rare that a woman does do that. So when they do, especially if she look good,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Wow, really?
I love it here.
She's not buying every man a drink. That's
you
a
ever-
compliment.
Let's see. Have you ever bought a guy a drink randomly? Walked up to him, bought him a drink.
no.
See,
Would you ever do it?
I've only bought my boyfriend drinks.
She wouldn't do it.
Not any random.
I didn't hear
I'll,
yes.
I'll give you that.
She wouldn't do
I
it.
didn't hear
Like
yes.
I feel like for me, it comes out of a place of. Unfortunately, I have to agree in the sense of like I feel like if I have so many people approaching me for drinks, you're no different in the sense of like if I have these many people coming up to me, you should be one of them, trying and doing something different. I don't necessarily think it's the drink. I think it's more of the initiative, if that makes sense.
see, I'm more of a type of person like I'll catch a vibe with the person first. Maybe we dance, talk a little bit. And then if I'm coming from a place where I want to buy them a drink, then I'll do it. But I don't really I wouldn't come up to a girl I've only looked at, haven't even talked to you. I just be like, can I buy you a drink?
Same.
Because they already expecting that when they go out.
I could never do that.
I've never, ever gone out expecting let's see if we can get some girls to buy us drinks.
Oh yeah,
Never.
no, never that. No.
Who does that?
A little
That'd be crazy.
unrealistic, but hey.
Be surprised. There's some weirdos out here.
The simps.
But look, I'll tell you this. I don't think that a guy coming up to me at the bar and buying me a drink is attractive at all. At all. I think a guy
this is probably
approaching
played
me,
out.
literally, I think a guy approaching me anywhere, unless he has some organic strategy behind it. Like, there's nothing organic about bumping into a bar and just being like, oh, let me get you a drink. It's like, if you're next to me and you're like, oh, hi, how are you? Whatever. That's totally different. But I'll tell you, it's more out of what you're getting, like, psychologically, more of what you're getting out of it than how you feel, because you feel no different. Because it's the regular, right? It's the usual.
Yeah.
So
You're numb to it.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's not special at all. Like, someone may think it's special, but when you're receiving it, you're like, another one.
Yeah, we go. Right.
Cool.
I'm drunk.
Yeah.
It's my 8th drink
Join
tonight.
the list, babes. It's back there.
On average, how many guys would you say offer you a drink when you go out?
I'll say when I used to go out, I'm way more of like a bar, restaurant. I'm a restaurant gal.
Let's say in the past.
Let's say in one night, 6.
Yeah.
But like, thing is,
probably like an average.
6 being like approaching you, being like, let me get you something. The amount of people that would just be like, you wanna go back to my table?
That's
What are you
we
up
did.
to?
That's corny.
That's like,
That's corny. That works.
and I'll tell you,
It worked Saturday.
This.
I'll tell a story afterwards.
Wait. I thought you were
I'll tell
a
a story
restaurant
afterwards.
Oh, so you did that?
I do all the time.
I was. Okay, I am. But
That works.
This
said
weekend,
Saturday.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying
He ain't been in the streets in a minute.
Listen.
no streets for me. No
He-
streets
today,
for
Monday?
me.
He said he hasn't been in the streets.
he said 3
Okay,
days. Today
listen.
Monday.
Hold on. Look,
Try Saturday.
He's
had
on
a
the
table.
biggest streak of his life right now. It's running 3 days deep.
Leave me alone. All right, look, we had a
Told on
table
yourself.
Saturday.
You
We had a
caught
table
it.
Saturday. Me and my boy said, all right, let's go get 2 girls to the table. We walked up. Hey, you two, we have a bottle. Come with us. Okay, done. They're back at the
It
table.
really is that simple, though.
It's done. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It really is that simple.
But
Yeah.
did they stay? Be honest.
No, they also weren't even bad. It was just like, let's just get 2. It just for the scenery, for the status. Just to have 2 more girls there. Didn't even want them. Just want to have them around.
See, that's the
So
thing.
easy to be a girl. I swear.
Yeah, free alcohol.
They-
just stand
they-
here and dance and let's have a good time.
They
I
be
don't even
table
wanna-
hopping too.
Do you guys have a favorite club?
To be honest, I don't really have like a set one. I like the bar hop.
Bar hop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same. Yeah, same.
Honestly, I'm like whoever's playing the best music, I'm gonna go there.
Yeah.
Good taste.
So
You said you haven't been in the streets in a while, and then next thing you know, you was out
hold on.
like Saturday.
I'm in the streets, but I'm not for the streets. Is what I'm trying to say. I'm not for the streets. I'm not a street guy.
it's for business. We there to know.
It's a business purpose. Yeah.
oh, you for the streets.
Even popping a bottle was a business purpose, status
See?
thing. You have to show.
See?
You have to show. And the sign came out as the streets promo. I didn't take any of the girls home. Just straight promo. Work.
The last time
It's work.
was
yeah.
even close to being in the streets was our business excursion.
Yeah, as a promo. Come on now.
Why are you saying we? Like you trying to
Oh,
drag
dog.
me into that? I'm
Don't let
not.
me
I'm
throw
not
the
a part
footage.
of that.
I got footage. Don't make me say names.
Oh dear.
All I'm gonna say is her legs were up at the bar.
Cut.
Streets.
Take the video away. Damn, Cat. What the hell are you doing?
He need a drink now. That tea ain't gonna work, bro. That tea ain't gonna settle you down, brother.
I was gonna say that.
To be fair, I didn't make a move on her. She came on to me. I was there for
That's fine.
business.
It was a business trip, but you made a little.
I never had
personal
girls' legs up at the bar.
She kind of like forced it on me. Like she leaned back,
And she
opened up
bought him
her
a drink.
legs, and then like leaned forward. And I'm like,
You could have walked
Wait,
away.
both legs?
yeah, like she spread them wide.
She was like leaning against the bar.
Like
It was like 2 stools. They were facing each other, and
Like-
somehow her legs were like up by his neck.
Come on.
Like
okay.
no cap. Like we were facing each other. Like she leaned back, opened up her legs, like put them up in the air, spread them, and then came back and they like hit my shoulder. And I'm like, girl, we had a bar.
Ma'am.
That woman is a complete demon.
We
The
are out in
Antichrist.
public right
That's
now.
crazy.
Look, question. Do you find that attractive at all?
She was very attractive, but that move, no.
That makes her almost, I wouldn't
Ratchet.
say unattractive, but you look back on it, right? You're like,
Ugh.
you're pretty.
It's a L
Why are you acting like this?
for the streets.
I'm a dog. I still would have hit.
And he said, I'm for the streets.
I ain't gonna lie.
And he said, I'm for the streets.
I ain't gonna lie. It's
Hey, I'm
incredible.
all about that behavior.
The truth coming out.
This is
If she
incredible.
wasn't too drunk, I would have hit. But I
Okay.
didn't.
I like that.
We definitely going out soon. We definitely.
A question.
man thinking Trey
Like,
Songz.
if a girl were to, well, maybe not that crazy, right? Maybe not put her legs over your shoulders at the bar, but if she were to take the lead, is that something that's attractive to you guys?
If we're out,
If you're out and she takes the lead, not in a cringy way, like I said, pulls up to you
It's-
being like, "Yo, oh my
explain
gotta get-
like
you gotta give me an example.
what's she doing that's taking the lead.
Yeah.
Let's say you guys are like, you're in the line for the bathroom, or you're doing something that you're next to each other, and she looks over to you and says something cute, just like, "Oh, love that shirt,"
Oh yeah, that's cool.
and then starts off conversation.
That's cool. I take it.
I definitely like that.
That's good.
Because
But,
not-
but
it's not
don't
taking
come
the
up
lead,
to me like trying to kiss me and all sloppy. And,
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I like girls that are different. Most girls don't make the first move. So I like that. You immediately separate yourself from most girls. So I like that. That's me.
yeah, like when I go out, I could be social, but if you start the conversation, I'm like, you triggered me. Now I'm acting fool.
Yeah.
Oh, you like that? Yeah.
I love it
But she got to look good.
because it's not common.
I just want the look. I can't. Maybe,
I like the look too.
I just want. Don't say hi to me. Nothing. Just give me a look. Give me the look.
I think
Give me the look. But I'm
think
in
that-
there. I'm in there.
I think there's something attractive about a girl going up to you exactly because of what you said before. There's so many people approaching her either way. So for her to make the initiative, which is not the normal, to go over to you, it's like, dang, shawty, what you seen? Like, you know?
Wait, y'all don't think that's promiscuous? In my head, I'll be like, how many guys did you approach tonight?
No,
I mean-
why do guys think like
mean,
that?
Don't
But the thing is,
do that to me. Don't
the thing
come
is,
to
the
me.
thing is, we
No.
out. We already out. So
No, don't
Right,
come to
right.
me.
we
You
in that
the
setting
streets,
already.
like-
I don't want it.
Think about this. Do you really think girls go up to guys?
No, rarely. But the girls that do go up to guys, I think go up to guys frequently.
But it's because you're thinking about what you said before, like probably like an unattractive girl that you're just like, okay, you have no options and you're settling for this. But if an attractive girl goes up to you at the bar, you're like, dang, shawty bad.
But we're all saying if it's hypothetical, they don't even do it. You said you wouldn't do it. Your friends probably don't
No,
do
no,
it. It
thing
doesn't
is-
happen. It
thing
doesn't.
is-
It's hypothetical.
You're
I
proving
said-
the point.
No.
I'm also
But that girl doesn't even. The 10 is not going up to you saying, "Hey, what's up? What's your name?" It's not happening. If she does something,
So
it's a red flag to
hypothetically,
me.
if the 10 went up, do you think she would only be going up to you, or she also going up
if
to?
I
a bunch of
curve her,
guys?
she's going up to somebody else 100% of the time.
I want you to put yourself in a 10 shoes, right? At a
10,
club,
yeah.
right? She's a 10, right? All
in
these
there.
dudes are coming up to her, right?
Every hour.
Matter of fact, let me ask you this. Right?
5.
Let me ask you this. If you got a lot of girls that are unattractive to you and they keep coming up to you, do you really want that?
No.
All right, so what's the difference for a girl? Now, if she see you across the bar and she wants your attention, she's gonna be like, I'm gonna get away from these guys and I'm gonna go talk to him. Especially if we're being honest, we're at a club, some liquor's in her. She got some courage to come up to you.
Okay.
She want to talk to you. That's not very uncommon. If you put yourself in a woman's shoes, especially a 10, she don't want to talk to none of them.
Okay.
I appreciate the drink, but I want to go talk to him.
But it's such a crazy hypothetical. Like we both agree. All three of us said no 10 has ever approached us to buy us a drink because they don't have to.
9. No. Okay, okay. Hey,
But-
not even buy
hey.
you a drink, but approach you.
I was gonna
Approach
say,
it.
side note, I've never bought someone a drink, but on my single days, I've definitely approached someone being like, okay, look, you look different than the rest of these fuckers up in here.
No, she's getting curved. I'm curving her. You approach me in the bar.
I gotta
I'm
know.
getting
I
curved.
gotta know where your standards
You
are.
can come to the table. You can come
heard
to the
him?
table. Probably, I'm just not. We're not. It's dead.
I don't want to butcher the stat, but you ever heard how like women think 80% of the men are unattractive?
Yeah, that's the stat,
So
yeah.
if you in one of the 20%,
Yeah.
you're like a prize. You're like a dime in a dozen. Like she's gonna see you and be like, wow, okay, I'm gonna go talk to him because I don't know when's the next time I'm gonna see another one of you. Do you think about that?
Okay, so out of 100 women that are bad, how many of them do you think approach men at the bar?
They're all bad. 100 women.
Let's say 100 bad shorties, 100 baddies.
One.
What,
One or
one.
two.
So, but why? Why do 98% don't?
Because they're used to having guys approach them. So
Yeah,
but
I
it's
want-
guys they
Look,
don't
I would-
want.
I rather. Okay.
He said how many of them actually approach a man?
I rather
Out of
have. Check me out. I
think a lot
rather
higher
be
than
the
one.
100th guy to approach you, and you take me, than you approach men and choose me. I rather fall in the pool and she's like, man, you're the best one that approached me tonight. I rather have that.
All right,
And
so
the girl
let me
come-
ask you something.
And it's
You
also
said-
a masculine trait for her to come up to me. Hey, what's up? Yeah, but no, I don't want it.
You said you like a look. So say she give you that look. Where do you go from there?
I'm in there, walking to her immediately.
So okay, so you will go up to her.
I would say, hey, yeah, talk to her immediately. Yeah.
Okay. what if she want to come up to you? What if she give you a look and come up to you?
No, I don't want the approach, man.
What she gave you the look.
Just think about the kind of woman at home that's out here approaching men. Like, hey, girls, let's go out and find some guys tonight.
Let me give you a side note.
No.
Let me give you a side note. Out of those 100 women, those 100 pretty women that you were talking about, 100% of them gets approached 100 times a day.
That's cool.
Right. So I think that little percentage approaching you, it's almost like an added highlight. Because it's like she's doing that not because she needs to.
Hard no.
Not because she needs to at all.
Absolutely no.
It's because she's like, oh my God, I have all of these options. They all fucking suck. I see one nice guy, and most times I'll tell you this, nice guy does not mean looks. Nice guy means the image you give off. Okay. If you look like a responsible, habitual, like habitual in terms of like
she preaching
has,
for real.
like
Not the Bible. I don't know what she preach. No, it's not.
You keep talking about your
because
feelings
we're the
like
polar opposites again. The streets, not the streets.
Listen, man.
I'm gonna tell you how I feel when a girl approaches me.
Okay, tell us.
I feel like I'm in a very selected breed that I feel like I'm in the 20%. Like I'm a prize. Like I don't go up to every guy, but I wanted to come up to you. You already know it's not common for girls to go up to men. Yeah. So I'm like, yo, I feel good, especially if she's buying me a drink. Hell yeah.
Exactly.
I don't see, especially if I'm at the club, I don't really see a lot of girls go up to guys at the club.
I don't either.
You're proving my point.
Then you should be happy that Shawty's approaching you.
I'm not running down. Am I making sense? Look, no. Okay,
you making sense. You just don't like it.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah. You're personal preference.
I agree it's rare. I agree and I agree it's unique. I just don't like it. I don't want the trait. I think
you might be the first guy I ever heard that said don't like it.
Are you serious?
You saying how you feel. I'm talking about put yourself in her shoes.
Yeah, okay, I'm in her shoes, so we agree that 2 out of 100 women are approaching guys. Mm-hmm. Right? 2. That's already.
I would disagree.
I'm not agreeing.
Okay, so me and you. What would you say?
It all depends on the environment. Like what?
Okay, let's just take 100 back.
Let's just say when we go out,
I think a solid 20%.
Oh no, 20% of women are approaching guys at bars.
I have the baddie friends.
Okay,
I know.
Are they approaching men?
Yes.
Okay.
This is crazy how y'all arguing with the female about how females think and what they do. This is crazy. This is crazy. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Like, because they don't even know what they want. First of all, I'm gonna go ahead and hop in here and say it. She don't even know what she wants. She don't even. TikTok
gonna love this.
Not true. I think women have an ideal in their heads.
We gonna go out. We gonna do a social experiment.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, because he's getting approached all the time, so I want to see what happens.
It's not all the time, but. How do I explain it? Like, if you see something very rare and you don't know when's the next time you're gonna see it, you're not gonna sit there and act bougie and be like, I'm gonna wait until it comes up to me. You're gonna go get it.
I'm gonna get it, exactly. I'd rather be the selective one than the one that's selected.
So you see how you just said that? That's exactly how a bad chick is. They don't know when's the next time. There's only 20% of men that they really find attractive.
So why isn't it more common?
Not even just look wise. What happened?
So why isn't it more common? So if baddies do that, and so you said 20%, you said 2%. Why isn't it more common then?
Because there's a surplus of options. We don't.
There's not enough attractive men.
We don't need to approach you.
We got a bunch of attractive women, but they don't got a bunch of attractive men.
It's
not common.
They were like, oh,
yeah,
babes.
but okay, look. So you probably have a bunch of DMs that you can just select the guy. You don't have to go to the streets and find one.
But that's not.
We have to find them. We have to go.
Wait. She might have a lot of DMs from guys, but that might not be guys that she wants. So it's kind of pointless.
Yeah. But okay, you can probably go to honestly, you can probably go to your DMs and find at least 2 guys that you find you would give a chance to, correct?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, there's somebody in there.
But I think
2%.
I think
2%.
And look,
out of like how many?
100.
Yeah, same.
and even on that note,
at the club, I only want 2 anyway. I'm not taking home anything. I think I'm tripping. We didn't go out.
I had a question for you.
I was gonna say, get yours.
I had a question for you. Okay, so
very picky, man.
You said women don't know what they want.
No.
Oh, you sound very confident. Okay, so what do they want?
Listen.
What do women want?
Yeah, y'all ready for this?
I don't know if we're ready for this.
All right, look. Not all women. Let's go with most. If I say all, you gonna light me up. She gonna light me up. Most. Mm-hmm. Biologically, mm-hmm. They want security. We agree on security, stability. Mm-hmm. Security, stability, good sex, and someone that they're attracted to. But I think security and stability comes from financial resources, comes from their ability to go out and know that the man will fight for them, and they want to come home and have good sex with one man. Mm-hmm. They want to be proud of that one man. But that's
how you feel about that as a woman.
I would agree with every single characteristic, but not the scenarios.
The scenario, foundationally, you agree.
The foundation, I agree, but I think it's so misleading, especially for guys, to think that like girls are looking for like financial stability nowadays. Because we live in a world that like I could realistically, like if we're working the same job, I could very much make almost the same amount of money as you. And I think that also most women love the stability, like love you wanting to provide. But I feel like the expectation is not there in the sense of like, I don't want to depend on you. Like I would love for us to be a team and I would love for you to want to provide for me, but I would never settle for a situation that I feel like I have to be a certain way or act accordingly to have you look at me a certain way, being like, oh my God, that's my girl, whatever, but she has to be this way.
All right, so what if you get to an age where you almost have to depend on it?
Thing is,
you got some kids, maybe your career not going how you wanted it to go. Let's say you in your 30s, you need a man who's going to support you financially, things like that.
I actually think that's what happens most of the time. I think that like sometimes we forget that like women are like human beings as well, in the sense of like, just like you guys want to go out and have fun, you best believe shawties, when you're not around, be talking about the exact same thing. Mm-hmm. You're like, oh, who's the nicest guy around here? And who's whatever? And like, what are we going to do today? And whatever. But I feel like it gets to an age that you're like, fuck, I didn't think about this before, or like whatever. So now
you need some security.
And unfortunately, I do agree with that. I think that it gets to the point that like most women didn't think about it ahead of time, and then they're in a position that they're like, okay, I have someone nice in front of me. I don't think that women settle for a bad guy, by the way. When I say this, I don't mean settle as in like settling for a dumbass.
They do.
Oh, they definitely do.
They definitely do.
I think they do, but unintentionally. I think that they're looking at like one characteristics that they're like, okay, this man is going to be a great dad. And then they're like fucking going through all the other red flags or like something like that.
I feel like more women settle than they actually end up with the man that they want to be with.
But I agree. But that's my exact point. I think that they spend their good years, let's say, right? Mm-hmm. 20 to 30s, where you guys are just like, oh my God, this is a good woman, right? Looking for their own happiness, looking for new opportunities, looking for the right partner. And then when it gets to the 30s or whatever, mm-hmm. they're like, oh, dang, I'm a good woman. I know I'm a good woman. But these men...
Already. It's over. It's over. You're 30.
But that's exactly what I mean. It's almost like it's like a...
Hourglass?
An hourglass. It's almost like it's an hourglass. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. When it gets to your 30s, you're like, oh, man, I know I'm good. I know I have all these things, but time's ticking because no one else sees me like that. Because we live in a society... And I agree with this. I think it's important. We take face value, right? Mm-hmm. So we'll see you and we're like, oh, Shawty's 38. Indeed.
Some men.
38.
Right, some men. And I agree. Like,
some men.
Oh, hey,
they get to a place that they see 3 or 4 good things and they're like, oh, man.
Yeah.
And especially at that age, I think they're settling for things they don't want, but they want in their kid's father, if that makes sense.
What are you gonna say?
Man, okay. I think the whole 5 minutes to show women don't know what they want. First of all, it doesn't make sense. If when they're older, you're gonna want stability and all that stuff too. And when you said
you're gonna want even more.
Yeah, stability. Yeah. And look. Let's say you are grinding. You're 25. You have your own job. You're making $100K a year. Women do not date down. I
disagree. And we'll go back to that.
They settle.
But continue.
No, we can go back to it. But look, you'll date down, and then you'll drive the man to work harder and be more ambitious. So you date down to push him up, which you don't want to do. Like ideally, your ideal man is not making less than you, is he? Ideal.
No. Yes. I can agree with that.
So you agree?
Ideal, yes. But I think I agree with you 100% actually, on the sense of women don't think of financial stability as the number one thing they're looking for in a guy. They'll be like, okay, look.
Clock in McDonald's and grills burgers.
No, babes. You're talking about McDonald's. That's totally different.
Target. But he has to have some sort of responsibility and make money. Okay, right. So what's the lowest you would take in a man's income?
That's unfair to say. I would say this.
That's
for
your
me,
personal preference.
Yeah, and I think that for me, it's way more of your personal habits. I'm looking for people that are looking to be better. People that have the habits in place to be better. Not just being like, oh my God, I want to be better. No, show me. Be like, okay, I'm waking up early. I'm doing this. I'm hitting the gym. I'm leaving. I'm doing this and whatever. And like.
Sounds like potential.
Potential.
Okay.
But if you don't reach that.
But that kind of goes back to him, like pushing him.
If you don't reach it, they
Yeah.
leave. Yeah. So you settle, and then he's not going to reach. You're going to nag him about making more money, and then you're going to leave him. 80% of women divorce or break up with their man. And it's typically because of financial reasons.
During COVID, divorce rates went down by 12%. Do you think that people are just dependent on others? They learn to get to a level that they know that there's going to be a nice guy, not even nice. Let's put that aside. There's a guy that is willing to do these things for them, and they get lazy.
Guys, if
I don't care.
I know.
well, I mean, if you got the money and your girl want to be a housewife and you don't care, then
Chilling.
But what if one day to the other you go broke, and then Shawty's depending on you for money?
well, guess what? She gonna leave at that point.
That's exactly what I mean. Don't you want to be with someone that like loves you for your features?
Yeah, well, you say that at the beginning. I'm just speaking generally. They'll
Yeah,
say that
yeah,
at the beginning, but you're not meeting her standards. Maybe you take a pay cut at your job, and things weren't how they were when you first started dating. She can be like,
Yeah, right back on your case, man. Yeah.
I don't really see a
I get
future
it.
here.
Yeah. That's what happens.
I'm gonna go get the next one.
Impulsive.
No, that's what happens.
Yo,
That's why most marriages end.
It's built up.
Yeah, for sure.
Because y'all will see it. Y'all will see like, oh, he kind of falling off a little bit. He not making ends meet like he used to.
Yeah, you turned off by it.
And I can agree with that. I can agree with that, but I also think we're very much like a faces like type of person. We're like, oh, but like all these other features and this and that. But I can definitely agree that when it gets to
y'all
an
definitely
extent,
got a breaking point though.
yeah, exactly. When it gets to an extent, you're like, okay, I'm out. But I think just like you guys, right? I think when a girl is showing you like repeatedly that she, in the same note as us, would be like no drive, no habits, no willingness to get better. If she's out on the streets,
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. I'm not gonna. I want her to have ambition, but I'm not gonna expect her to meet me financially. For me, it's more so you'll push me away if you're like showing insecurity out in the streets a lot, especially if we older. I ain't trying to be like 40 with you and like
those in Wynwood
still in the streets. It's like little things like that for me. For me, finances is not a huge, deal breaker. It's just I just want to see you have some type of drive.
right?
Like even if you flipping burgers.
Yeah, your own little
Be the best at it.
makeup. Exactly. It's like, and
got
I
your
can
last
definitely
text.
agree.
So what if she's the best burger flipper, but she makes $15 an hour?
I mean, it would depend how I met her, or what stage of my life I met her. But I want to be dependent on myself regardless. Mm-hmm. Whoever joins along the ride, I'll take whoever comes on the ride as long as they gonna hold it down. Like she a real woman. I put that above because I plan to have my own. I plan to be set financially myself. So I don't really expect a woman to meet me halfway financially.
Yeah, 100%. I agree too.
Now, if she's making $15 an hour, she probably needs some help.
I'll help her out.
They'll
If she a real one, she hold it down in other areas. I'm gonna help her out.
We're on the same page. Oh, cheers, man. Come on now,
But,
get it now.
okay, side note.
I'd rather have that than
Me and you on cheers soon. It's coming. It's coming.
I want a partner.
Please.
I don't want to be.
It could be a
I don't want to take care of
Amen.
another man's child. I'm good. I want a partner.
right.
That's also how how I grew up. So my household was a little
Does she
different.
have to split the rent? Like you mean like rent wise or like?
Yeah, what
so
you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Partner in one set.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
hold
split the
her
rent with
own.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's just how I grew up. My mother held her own.
Okay, I have
in
a
the
question.
house.
I have a question. Let's say you make $500K a year, right? You probably get a nice apartment, nice condo, or a nice house.
Yeah.
Most women cannot afford that. Most women make 50 or less a
Wait,
year.
you said I'm making.
Let's say you drop in $500K, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boom. But you'll probably invest in a nice condo or house. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
A mortgage is going to be through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get a number: $4,000 a month. A lot of women cannot afford $2,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the women you would then mess with are very financially stable, doctors, lawyers, or entrepreneurs. Shorty with OnlyFans. I'm not sure, but you cross off a lot of women in that pool that can't afford $2K a month. So would you only pick women that make that, or would you settle for less?
Absolutely.
So you only take the doctor.
Absolutely.
Wow, very rare.
That is
So
very
you're-
Why
rare.
would I get a
you
girl
would-
that makes 50K? That we're not the same. We're not on the same level. I don't care how pretty you are.
Okay, so
I don't operate off of
so I'm gonna ask you a question.
society's rules. Like, oh, she's a 10, so she's the same level as a CEO of a company.
yeah.
Like, no, you're not. You're nowhere near on the same level.
So
You're a bum 10.
That's not like
Okay,
you
so-
just make 50K. Like, no.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
yeah.
So, if you're reaching for this top 1% of women, because that's already a top 1% of men, so that's like a top like point,
Yeah.
0.5% of women. So the pool's already small. What if all the ones you meet, like they can meet you financially, but maybe they're not as pretty as you would like.
They got the money.
Maybe they cause you a
and they're
headache.
typically
They would
annoying.
do
They're
it.
going to be a headache. They're going to be. Imagine how busy she's going to be.
Look, and let me give
I'm
you.
gonna be busy too.
Yeah, but women that make a lot of money are typically like very, very assertive, dominant, want things the way they want it. It
Y'all
might be a
probably not
headache.
even gonna see each other.
But I think-
You're not going to be. You're typically not going to be compatible with a woman. Yeah.
I think that probably like the way that like, and correct me if I'm wrong. What I'm taking from your statement is that you want someone that contributes, not necessarily the 50-50 when it comes to rent, but you don't want someone that's dependent on you, right? So
Yeah.
like, I think that I see you like I see
That's a child. I'm not
Exactly.
taking care of another man's child.
I
Like,
see it as like, look, I'll be happy to take care of the
That's your
rent.
child.
You pay for
that's a girl.
groceries.
That's a girl.
Yeah. Like you pay for groceries, you're gonna pay for this, you're gonna pay for that. When we go out to eat, hey, I spend $4K a month. As long as you spend the same or less, still equal, right? Like it doesn't have to be about the rent.
if I got this check, you definitely have the
Oh,
next
okay.
one.
Right, it's
without
like-
a doubt. Like,
But
I'm
the
not,
rent check, the 4K check.
Yeah.
All right, I got
wow.
another question for you. I got
Rare, man,
another
rare.
question. There's one girl who can only contribute 1K, but she holds it down and everything.
Sign me up.
Maybe y'all got the kids. She hold it down with that. She holds it down to everything.
Sign me up.
But the girl who contribute the 2K or whatever to match you, she don't hold down shit. She don't do nothing for you except
She outside.
pay the bill.
I mean, that's very specific. Obviously, you're putting me in that point where I have
How's
to
that
choose the
specific?
one that.
I think that's realistic, honestly.
It is realistic
The shorty that's hustling
because
is outside the house.
she's gonna
not-
be
yeah.
so busy with her career. She don't really
Yes.
have time to hold it down.
Yeah, man.
So am I.
So what y'all gonna be doing?
We got a lot of money. People are going to take care of the place. How do you think Travis Scott and I don't even know who his wife is. I forgot who she was.
Kylie
but-
Jenner,
So
come on.
How you think they
All right,
work?
so-
like
so
people,
say-
He cheated on her, didn't he? Did he cheat on her?
It is in
Probably
very.
because she's annoying.
He did not. He
Probably.
did not cheat on her.
It
I
is.
think- are you sure?
He
I think.
did.
I
I
think he
mean,
did.
I'm not sure.
Probably because she annoying as hell.
I wouldn't know,
I
but
think
hey.
it's in everyone's best interest to date in their tax.
So who gonna
bracket.
raise the kids?
That's an interesting take. That's not a common take.
I'm not saying it's a wrong take.
No, it's
No,
the right
me either.
take.
Me either. No.
I think that most men take
No.
society as their ruling when they come to their own takes. I can see you being, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, confident enough to be like, I don't want to be like society. I want to be what I
I
think
go
is
against the
correct.
grain, 100.
Yeah,
There's
nothing
yeah.
wrong-
You're
there's
like,
wrong-
dude, I don't
nothing-
think what's the majority. I think what I want.
And there's nothing wrong with it. That's why I said
That's
the
great,
common
yeah.
take is the society take.
Yeah.
For sure.
You
yeah.
have the uncommon take.
Yeah. I think it's cool.
That's why we do a podcast.
For sure. It's cool. Would you rather date a girl with an OnlyFans or a stripper?
Okay, look. Let's
Oh,
give
I'm
you,
telling-
let's give you a
it's-
minute to think.
it
I
hurt-
want you guys
it
to
hurt
put some
me.
thought into this,
hurt
okay? Think about the different alternatives.
I already know my answer.
Yeah.
Yeah?
All right,
Okay,
right,
let's
right.
go.
I'm taking the OnlyFans girl.
I agree.
You're not even gonna ask
But
what
why?
she posting.
No, okay, she in
no.
there. No, she in there. She in there.
Like you're not gonna ask no questions. Nothing.
Well,
like,
I seen what go on in the strip club. So
Yeah.
Okay, have
But
you,
there's also some
have you
strip clubs
signed
you
up
can't
for an
get
OnlyFans
naked.
page?
huh?
Have you signed up for an OnlyFans page?
Like as a viewer,
Yeah.
I don't do. I'm not
Okay.
paying no subscriptions.
Then you know what goes on inside strip clubs.
Yes.
But like OnlyFans, just imagine you're paying to see something all the time.
At the-
wait.
well,
Wait, ask the, yeah, yeah.
Wait.
Maybe we should be, yeah, go
You
ahead, go ahead.
only comparing it to certain strip clubs. There's strip clubs where like the girl can't get naked. She can't go hook up with the clients.
okay. So if I had an OnlyFans girl who's not getting naked,
Okay, let me get specifics.
But
I'm sorry.
you didn't ask that. You didn't ask what content she posted. You didn't ask
Because-
anything. You just
because
said OnlyFans.
the way I look at it, if you making that type of content, then you probably making that type of money. So it's like, it's whatever at that point.
Okay, specific to the strip club, she's getting naked. Mm-hmm. And OnlyFans, she's doing the whole thing except not with other guys.
And
She
it's
does the
all
whole thing to
virtual.
herself, and she can see it, but no one can touch her. In the strip club, she's getting touched.
She's hooking up with the clients?
Not hooking up. Let's say she's not going into the room, but
just naked.
guys can slap, guys can touch, guys can do all the things.
Okay.
So strip club girls getting naked and getting touched. OnlyFans girls getting naked.
Yeah, I don't want them getting touched.
Yeah, same. I agree.
I'll take the virtual.
My man, imagine she comes home from a late night shift from BT's, from Tootsie's, and you see a little handprint on it.
Damn.
That's cool with you? He about to give a hot.
cool.
He about to give a hot take.
And now join you right after, please.
I mean, you ever heard of a shower?
No,
It's common sense. Like you could wash
Right.
your body, cleanse yourself.
but not only are people seeing her, right? OnlyFans, you're getting seen.
They
Strip
touching
club people
that
are
ass.
seeing. There's people that guys are slapping it.
But that's the thing.
You can't wash off the handprint.
But there's also a lot that goes into it. Like, what's her personality? How much is she making?
I think for me, what comes down, and again, all kudos to the OnlyFans shotties. Like, hey,
That's a job
to
too.
your point, that's a job and that makes bank. But for me, what I find weird about the dynamic of OnlyFans is knowing that you as a guy, your best friend, literally your best friend, knows what color your girl's coochie is. What?
I mean, he could know that by going
In
to
the
the
strip club too.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. That's not your shawty. And even if she is at the strip club, she might smack ass.
But either way, I would pick my shawty. She either work at the strip
100%.
club or so. Either way, my homeboy can go in the strip club and touch
see
her,
it. Yeah.
opposed to looking at her through the phone.
So you think it's
When I'm thinking
normal.
OnlyFans, I'm thinking pretty much anything except getting fucked on there.
Yes. Correct.
So if she's like doing her own self thingies, but everyone else is seeing it, for you, that's better.
They gonna see it in the strip club.
Yeah, we don't want either.
It's pick your poison, basically.
That's the thing, they won't. Like, someone in the strip club will be shaking ass, will be like rubbing
I've been
titties
to
in
the
your
strip club.
face.
And then some dude drops 25 ones on her and she got to dance for 3 minutes. It's just not, and it's bouncing on him. Absolutely.
Okay,
not.
but that's
Or
the
I think
thing.
it's just a presentation to you, but they're almost
That's
the
exactly
same.
what I mean,
Like an OnlyFans,
yeah.
it's still a stripper. She's just a virtual stripper.
Exactly. Yeah. I think our point is that on both situations, you can see the woman doing all the things. In one situation, men get to touch her.
I don't want her getting touched.
And the other one, they have full record of everything. In a strip club, I'm
Can't save
not
nothing.
gonna say it doesn't happen.
You can take videos in strip club. You can't save things on OnlyFans.
You can't, first of all. Most strip clubs, if it's a good strip club, I don't know if you guys be going to 2C's or something,
Listen.
but like if you go to a good strip club,
You hit one of these right here.
Boom.
but okay.
Oh, you've
I
done
see
it
you,
before.
girl, like a
You've
pro.
done it before. You're here giving
I'll
out
give you
tips
that.
and tricks.
I'll give you that. I mean, hey.
He did that thing like a pro.
Isn't this your girl?
The
you gotta do
works.
this. All right,
I know, but like thing is,
That's it.
like I
You know
think
what? It's Monday
put-
today. I'm going to Tootsie's.
We on the way, man. We're going to Tootsie's.
I think
We taking
I don't
him so
know.
some
Hey,
good
you
to pay
wanna
for
know?
us.
I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Tootsie's, man. Y'all got some fire girls. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Say her name, boy. Call her out.
He fell in love with the show.
No.
We're going to talk after this.
You chose the rock bottom of strip clubs right now. Like,
Why?
What?
You don't like Tootsie's?
Where you going
Oh
to?
no, we
Why
ain't
you
gonna
make that
have no
face?
Tootsie Slam
What?
out here.
I mean, I've only been to strip clubs in Canada, so I mean, I guess I wouldn't know that much over here. But like 2C's, like that's like mainstream. Like,
Okay, have you been to Tootsie's?
no.
So you can't
can't
speak
talk
on
about
it,
it.
Louisa.
No
You haven't
Tootsie
been
Slam.
there.
Can't speak on it.
No Tootsie
Still.
Slam.
No,
I feel like
you can't
if,
speak
if
on
you're
it.
going
Speak
to
on it.
the mainstream, whatever, you're getting exactly what we're talking about, what everyone else is getting, right? I feel like if you go to like
know.
some
Canada. Imagine a Canadian stripper.
it's great.
I'll take my Latinas.
If you're wondering,
What's
it's
she even
amazing.
dance to?
I'll take my Latinas.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Hello, Cubana.
Hey.
Dominicana? No.
Hey.
I'm Canadian. No, you know. Move.
That is a hot take from you guys, though.
No, it's not. No, our take, we want
Yeah.
a Miami strip club versus a Canadian strip club?
No.
Oh,
I think the fact
OnlyFans.
that you rather
Oh.
someone like you would rather someone see
As long as she's
your
not a porn
whole
star.
ass girl, but is OnlyFans not like
Talk about like an actual dick is going in you on OnlyFans.
okay? So for you, there's like a difference if she's doing solo stuff rather than her doing something with someone else.
Mm-hmm.
If that someone else is you, does that make a difference? In the sense
Wait,
of
I'm
like
sorry.
you would
I'm
be
sorry.
okay.
I heard that wrong. I mean,
So,
if that's
like-
someone else's me, then I'm the
You're
the
chilling?
OnlyFans star at this point. I'm part of the business.
I'm cool with that. Yeah. I don't want it, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, imagine. I mean,
But if someone's gonna
Hot
do it,
take.
I'd rather be the
Hot
one
take.
doing it.
For sure. Imagine walking to the mall, right? And then Jimmy's like, oh man, I saw her on OnlyFans. Versus Jimmy's like, I slapped her ass last night at Tootsie's. Which one's worse? He about to hot take me again.
OnlyFans for
We about to agree. We about to agree.
OnlyFans
The pause was too long.
He
Dude.
was like, oh,
I
damn.
saw your
Cheers,
girl
man.
dress up like a cat.
Or Jimmy
Like-
talking about, yo, I got paid. I went to the champagne room.
Champagne.
I'm gonna let her hand go. No, yeah. Cups of the rose. Ladies in my old phone.
I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna be like, how much did you drop on her?
You gonna fight him?
No, I'm gonna be like 5,000. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, she gonna spend that on me.
Oh yeah, because you got to pay half.
Yeah, and gonna take me out. And she gonna take me out too, cause she got a bag.
Look at her.
If I'm the only one hitting,
Whatever
and-
Shotty's doing, she gotta support as well.
if I'm the only one actually hitting it,
Yeah.
and she getting a bag, cool, homie, you got finessed.
Okay, but
You got teased for like
But
2 to
Jimmy
3
on
hours.
OnlyFans,
What did
They're
you really
getting finessed either way.
like?
Yeah,
Homeboy,
yeah.
you got finessed. She just sat there and did her job.
But so are the OnlyFans guys. They're getting finessed too. They're walking in the mall like, man, I wish I was him. I don't know what it feels like. And other Jimmy's like, I felt it.
No,
Feel great.
but
I
that's
feel great.
Sensational.
It was.
But I'm talking about my perception of my woman. I don't really. I'm like, good for you, girl. I'm glad you finessed him. You got a bag. You did your job.
I just wouldn't want to put myself in that
paid for
situation.
both of our drinks.
Sorry.
I wouldn't want to put myself in that situation.
Oh, either one's bad.
Either one.
Either
Just-
one is terrible.
Yeah,
Please,
I mean,
just
I
leave me
can
out.
see how it's definitely hard. Whichever
Support the
one you go
business.
for.
Now, don't get me wrong. I much prefer my girl not to be on OnlyFans or a stripper, but in that situation, it don't really make a difference.
Wait,
to me,
what were the
honestly.
final answers?
I said OnlyFans.
OnlyFans?
It all
OnlyFans.
it all depends on some.
Come on, you can do that.
I mean, they're basically the same thing.
No.
I agree, but like,
So-
if you have to choose between the lesser
Come on,
of
you
the
gotta
worst,
Pick. You gotta pick. Come on now. Just give me one.
look, I'll go
on,
with
man, just do
stripper.
Who looks better?
Oh, yeah,
Oh my
no. They're
Like-
twins. Okay, look, they're twins. They're twins. Twin shorties, same personality, same DNA. Other twins.
Both
on
your
OnlyFans.
type to the T.
Yeah, both your type.
Mira.
Both paying half the rent. Now one is an OnlyFans.
He's not gonna let that go. I already know.
Never,
I can't.
ever.
One's OnlyFans, one's in the strip club, but they're twins. You gotta pick one.
Which one's more freaky?
They're the twins. They behave the same
Everything
exact
is
way,
the
man.
same.
It's clone.
It still makes no difference to me. They both strippers.
No, we gonna get an
No,
answer.
you got it. No.
They
One's
both
getting
strippers.
slapped.
One's
They
just
both
virtual.
strippers.
One's
Tell me
like.
And one is a little more.
One's a virtual stripper. One's a physical stripper.
Yeah, they're
Thing
both the same
is,
thing.
yo, for like strippers,
Like-
I mean, if you go to the place that you guys are going to, they might show coochie, but like
Oh, they showing coochie.
It's
they
Miami,
do,
Louisa,
but
yeah.
like, I mean, hey.
It also
yeah,
depends on the location. Like what? Like
Miami,
what is
Tootsie.
she doing?
She works at
Tootsies. That's
Tootsie's.
a
But
Tootsie.
like that
Tootsie, Tootsie,
whole
Tootsie.
like that whole
Upstairs.
hand inside of there,
Tootsie
that's
works
OnlyFans.
upstairs.
Oh,
But she can't like hook up with nobody.
no.
though.
Let's say she's not
She
smashed.
only just
Lap
dance.
dance.
None of them hook up.
Lap dance though.
The fuck is that?
Oh, you know what? I'm choosing the stripper
Yeah,
because she
Nah,
can dance.
she could show coochie,
She
though.
could dance.
The OnlyFans girl could dance too.
No, she.
They
How,
twins.
how do we know that?
They do all the
twins.
same
How do we
thing.
know that?
They're a clone, man. How do we know
I'll
that?
choose a stripper. You know, I'm just gonna choose a stripper
Okay, we got an
because
answer.
I want to. Just because I want to.
You should call this.
Oh man.
vibe check.
You might have heard this one already. Do you prefer a woman that cooks and cleans or a woman that has amazing skills in bed?
Like forever, long term.
Long term, wifey.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go with the skills of bed.
Yeah. Wow.
Bad sex is a deal breaker for me, so
I
I
agree.
gotta go with that. She could still rock my world at 60. Hell yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm taking it. I'm taking
Boy,
it.
trying to get
Like
the grandmas today.
what?
Abuela.
Abuelita.
I'm just being honest. She can still throw it back.
I think it's what you said. If you're able to do the other part,
Yeah.
why would you choose what you could do?
Honestly,
You're
I
gonna
love
choose what
a
you
woman
can't
who
do,
can cook and
right?
clean, but if I had to choose between the two, I'm gonna take the sex.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I cook and clean as well, but I don't know. I think if she does it, it's beautiful. But man, it's tough. I'm trying to think about the whole package. The whole package. So she's just not gonna cook anything, not clean anything.
Yeah, that's hard.
So what's she doing then? Watching TV.
Giving you good head.
Looking
So
pretty.
I get home, I get good head, and then I gotta clean up the whole house.
Guess it's an even
She
exchange.
give you,
tough.
she
Like-
give you head before you clean and after you clean. And you know, and
while you clean.
Wait, hold up.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Bleach.
Hold up.
With bleach.
Right? So you said you got to cook, right? You cooking, she giving you head then.
That's annoying to me. Like, come on.
Who are you? What
How you gonna cook?
are you?
How you gonna get? You gonna burn all the food getting burnt?
You talk about me.
Nah, bro.
You different.
That pasta gonna be
I would
burnt.
love to get some head while I'm cooking. What?
No, you're not. You say that. No.
What?
No. And every time you come home, you cooking a bunch of food. You want her to be right there. You can be like, move. I gotta get the
Bro,
toast. Hold on.
oil
the-
sizzling.
I got long arms, so I'm good. I'm
chicken. Hold on.
Watch your head, girl. Don't burn yourself now. All right?
No, that's too much.
Imagine you
Hard,
come
sorry,
home
man.
like you get a fire meal, the place clean, but you already know like damn, there's about to be some
I know.
trash.
It's
sex.
Exactly.
hard, it's
Again, week 38. Damn.
Bad sex. I think I'll take the good sex too. It was hire maid, hire chef
See?
type stuff. Okay, I'm with
Yeah.
you. I'm with you. Fine. I agree.
It's bad sex.
Hire a stripper.
I gotta leave.
All right. I call
I
it the
think
stripper.
I think that like the cooking and cleaning comes out of a place of you caring enough for the person. I feel like every woman has the instinct in them, and I don't think every woman is like the basic of like, oh, I'm gonna cook and clean everything. But I think when it comes down to at least the sheer basics, just like you guys are providers, we're providers in a different way. We're like, okay, I see it as like I'm better than you at this. Like, I mean, my brain is just wired to try to do these certain things. So you can still count, but in a different way, right? So
I have a question for you, right? So would you rather have a guy that gives you safety and security, like financially, or for the rest of your life, or a guy that could just
Yes, sir.
rock your world
That was my follow up.
every night? But you could financially take care of yourself. You know, strong, independent girl. Yeah, we get it. Like,
Don't say no crazy stuff because
right? You don't need him. You want him.
okay. I mean, do they have this? Do they throw
wait, hold
it
on.
down?
Safety, like he'll fight for you type safety, like safety.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't care
everything,
about that. I
everything.
hate that argument.
He provide for you
I hate
financially.
that argument.
Okay, watch you
The
walk
whole-
down a dark alley and buddy pull up and he can run away.
I can fight for you. I can save your life.
But what you choosing?
I think it's easy to get carried away about the pleasures of being, oh, this is great, right? Like you throw it down so good that like, hey, in the moment it feels fine. But like, I really do think that
Nah. Like I'ma just say he making you bust every day. The bed sheets
OD.
are wet
5 times a night.
Like there
I'm
is
saying
a
good,
lake.
good.
There is a
Good.
lake.
Back broken. It's like
There is a lake.
okay,
in
thing
the
is-
bed.
Every day,
No,
rest of the life.
For me, the thing still is when I'm talking about a partner. If we're talking about like something, if I'm choosing like without feelings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Easy answer. We're going for the person that's making me feel good.
Okay.
But if we're talking about partner, bigger picture, correct? I'm looking at the person that is going to be able to like teach my kids something. And I know that sounds crazy, but women do think on that bigger picture, not because we're trying to have your kids, but because we see it that way. We're like, okay, dang, this guy wakes up, he has a routine. He wakes up, he has this and whatever. And again, it's not the money, is the things
money
in
part of it.
place.
I agree with her for the first time tonight.
Do you think you could teach sex? Someone who's bad at sex?
I think you could if you wanted to, but I'll tell you this: I don't think I would ever want to address a bad sex in my partner. I think it's something that I would rather just deal with.
You gonna deal with it?
And unfortunately,
With it.
Girl.
okay,
long term?
That's cat.
Just
Not-
find a
That's
guy.
cat.
not long term.
I'm about to say.
I mean, we talking
you
long
dropping
term.
him.
Okay, wait, listen. I think it's not something that like first time something happens, I'd be like, well, that angle you hit, no buenos. But I think that it's like it's something that with time you're able to be like, oh, I love when you do this like this. You don't have to be an asshole to correct someone on something, but you can just lead them to the right direction.
But it'll
right?
never be as good as a guy just knowing how to do it and knocking it out the first night. Like,
No.
when you teach him and he does it, it's still not going to be the same. Like you're gonna be like, oh,
I
that
had
was
to
nice.
tell you
but,
that.
But a G coming in and just banging it out the park, it's Barry Bonds. It's over. It's over. Yeah, I think it's a different vibe.
I can agree that gives, and you're not gonna like this word, pharaoh. That's one of my favorite words. Pharaoh. I think that's giving
One of my
pharaoh
friends
vibes. Yeah, it's like not approved.
Not with it.
It's giving pharaoh vibes.
Same.
But the sense,
My ick is
I think that you telling me you're a provider and I can take care of you. That gives me zero like Pharaoh vibes and stuff. Like, dude, I can do that for myself. Like, I don't need you for that. I need you for my Pharaoh needs. I need you for the caveman stuff. I want you to just like,
So just dry sex rest of your life.
not dry sex, but that's
dry.
That's the
It's
thing.
super dry.
She capping.
No, I mean if we're
not a lake. It's
comparing
capping, right?
She
it,
capping.
Okay,
Absolutely
we got one cap in the building. One cap.
Capping.
Cappuccino.
I'm not
Kaepernick.
cappuccino, y'all. I'm giving you both sides of it. Again, is what I said. At face value,
Bad. Good job, honey.
at
That was the best 2 minutes of my life. My God, my back.
at face value, for sure, the guy does throw it down. Canceled.
We gonna end it there. We just gonna end it there.
Guys.
All right. First, I want to give a huge thank you to Canivibewithyall podcast. It was a pleasure. Great host. Thank you so much. Hospitality was amazing. Great hot takes. We're going to finish a lot of talks coming up soon.
All right. Okay.
Please follow Let Ask the Streets on Instagram. We got podcasts coming soon, just like yourselves. A lot of street interviews coming soon, a lot more collabs. So, again, thank you, and looking forward to meeting y'all again.
Absolutely. You got anything else to say?
I like regular men.
Let's
All
clock
regular
out.
men, hit me up.
Let's clock out.
If you make less than 30K, please
I'm
DM
very
me
much.
at
I'm very
underscore.
much happy and well fed. Do not worry.
It's your boy Chris. You can follow me on IG at Mathis023.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can follow your boy Kaz, CAZ_0. But don't go nowhere.
Nowhere.
Because you can follow this beautiful podcast, Canivibewithyall podcast, on all
man.
platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Instagram, all that good stuff. We want to give a quick shout out once again to Let's Ask the Streets. Great episode. We appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all coming on.
Very,
Really, you're very
the
interesting.
hot
You
takes
are.
were interesting.
Yeah,
but, you know,
thank you so much.
we
Hey, you've been great. You've been great.
gonna drop a poll. Don't worry.
Yo,
Don't worry.
the comments are about to flame me right now.
Oh,
As
yes.
long as yes,
they are.
Can you get those waivers too? We forgot.
Yeah, for sure. We'll sign.
We got
better sign.
waivers.
If I'm not unfortunate her signature, she gonna sign. She gonna sign.
All right. Appreciate y'all.
All right.